Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going back to the Disney store. Haven't done too much on the Disney store in my YouTube career, but this is going to be one of those times when I do. I think I made a video on a 5-pack back in like 2021, and I don't think I've really touched on them too hard since then. Or at least I haven't unboxed them. I may have done a couple of reviews. So this is a review on the XRS Mud Racer version of Speedy Comet and the XRS Mud Racer version of Steve Slick LePage, both from the Disney store. One thing I noticed up here, it says mud disappears in cold water. So that's kind of Disney store's attempt, I guess, at like a color changers type of line. I'm probably not going to try it out myself, but I just figured that was something interesting. You can actually see, well, that's it. I didn't notice that before. So the wheels on the left have the mud and the ones on the right don't. And the same goes for, I can't tell. I think it does go the same for Steve. So that's pretty interesting. Maybe I'm going to be like forced to have to put my own, like, or have to put them in the water to get that mud back, because I do think I want the mud. Got these guys at Disney Springs at Once Upon a Toy, I believe that was the name of the store. There's also World of Disney, which had the same thing for the exact same price. This happened to end up at, was it Once Upon a Toy? I was in Orlando. I went to the Daytona 500 and all the other NASCAR stuff that week. From Friday to Sunday, I was in Daytona, and then I had a flight out of Orlando on Monday evening. I had some time to kill in between checking out of the hotel, so we went to Disney Springs, ate some stuff, like got some ice cream, some drinks or whatever, and looked at some of the stores, and that is where I picked these guys up. I thought they were probably the best. There was a couple of different, there's a couple of different Disney store items there. Actually, quite a decent amount. I'm attempting to make a video where I put together all the footage I took from Daytona, as well as some of the videos I took at the Disney Springs and all that. That probably won't be out for a while, but when it does come out, you will be able to see some footage of the stock at Disney Springs. Without further ado, let's just get these guys open. There's nothing like on the back. You can see right there. There's like the Disney Store logo, and there's nothing on the bottom either. It's just plain black. I don't know exactly how to open this. I mean, I've got some scissors. I know there is at least some tape on the sides, but as for like getting the cars out, I'm really quite clueless. I've not opened a Disney store car in a decent amount of time. So we got that part off. I mean, I guess I'll just tear this box apart. It doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I can live without it. Let's get a whole bunch of trash. I'm sure that's about to come out of this box. Okay. That worked seemingly well. And we have this whole big piece of box there. Got a couple other extra pieces just kind of laying around, being useless. So here they are. You got like a nice piston cup background. I believe that is something from Los Angeles. Those shouldn't really look like Cars 1 fans. I'm gonna assume, yep, we have these things at the bottom. Can I just like cut right through them with these scissors? I don't know. I was always on time. It's kind of fun anyway. See, the background is filled with a bunch of NASCAR diecasts. Most of these are not the ones that I got in Daytona. Some of them I did, like the Richard Petty car and the Stell Jr. car. I did get in Daytona, but I do have some cars sitting on my desk just waiting to go into a case, because I had to add the ones I got into the case. This is stuck. I had to add the ones I got into the case, and I had to sacrifice some cars to take some cars out, and I'm attempting to make a room for them, and I have not gotten around to that yet. And I want to get these guys open because they've just kind of been sitting on my desk for a couple days now. It's Thursday, day of recording. I'm just going to cut these. It's recording this on Thursday. The video will probably be out on Friday, and I got home on Monday night. Okay, there we go. Just cut it. Cut that. This is actually working pretty well, at least for now. Gotta pull this out a little bit more. There we go. Ooh, this might not go too well. And, just cut this whole piece off. There we go. I think I did this in the last Disney Store unboxing video too, with that 5-pack where I just kind of rambled on for a long time whilst trying to cut these things off the strings. I never understand why I keep trying to record videos. Oh, that was really not good. Yeesh. Yeah, he's fine, he's fine. Where I keep trying to record videos where I have to do these things, and it never, ever works. Almost. I just gotta get out of here. There we go. Okay. Boom, yeah, you can see there is the mud on the wheels. I love the look of those, like, lime green rims right there. You do have that on the real-life XRS version of Steve, by the way. Let's just clear some more of this trash out of here. Now, we gotta cut that. We gotta cut, if I can get it over here. That. Oh, just kind of coming off. Anyway, cut it. Nice. Okay, there is Steve done. Get this last little piece out of here. There's Steve done. Oh, he doesn't have the bouncy suspension. That's the one I was hoping to see, because they have that on the Mattel versions that, like, you can see, like, the bouncy suspension. I thought that was a pretty cool feature, but I guess that's not on the Disney Store cars. So sad. Nice. Nice. All right. Took almost 7 minutes to finally get these guys fully out of the box to begin like a quick little review, or attempt a review, as I usually do, and never really goes exactly as planned because I never have a script. Okay. There we are. Oh, there actually is some mud on Speedy's wheels and on Steve's wheels, so I guess that's just the design. They don't like automatically cones black. That's nice. Let's start off with Speedy. Actually, I don't really know like why I chose these two guys. The only resemblance they really have is that one, they're both XRS mud racers, and they were made by Mattel as XRS mud racers. You'll see the comparisons to both of those. And they were piston cup racers. It's not even like they're the same like generation. That's pretty weird. There's the Car 3 stock car and the next gen. So here is Speedy. Compare it to the normal Speedy Comet, or the Mattel Speedy Comet at least. See, the design is mostly the same on the top. The colors are different. The Mattel one is a little bit more vibrant. This is the Mattel version of Speedy Comet. Remember, that launcher version got really, really rare. And I picked up the Thailand version and never bothered to pick up one without those big old eyelashes, or whatever you want to call them, the big old eyeline. But I think this one works fine. See, the expression on the Disney Store version is kind of just like a little smirk while he's looking up into the sky, and on Speedy he's looking straight forward with a big old smile. See, the rims stayed blue on both of these cars, pretty nice. There's the back, which is also pretty much the same. You even got that little slogan on the rear of the, what's it called, the spoiler. The connecting engine to engine. And then let me pull out the XRS Mud Racer version, or the Mattel version of the Mud Racer. You see, as I showed you earlier, it does go up and down on that suspension. It's pretty cool. Disney Store version does not do that, unfortunately. See there, you have that XRS logo on both of them on the hood with that 21. The 21 is a little bit more defined on the Disney Store version. Has a little bit more of like a gray outline, whereas on Speedy you have a thinner blue one and then another white one on the back. Expression is of course different. Mattel version Speedy is looking kind of dangerous. He's looking real determined, real like excited, ready to go. It's kind of like a, I don't know what you call those eyes, but those eyes certainly look ready to do something crazy. You can see like the black fenders, I want to say, are once again more defined on the Disney Store version. You can even see like some of the bolts, whereas on the Mattel Speedy they're just kind of there. You can also see some bolts on that one. I think a big difference is on the Mattel version of Speedy. This thing on the side, I'm not sure exactly what the part is called. It's orange. On the Disney Store version, it's just like a dark gray. Everything else appears to be the same. I do notice you don't have that slogan on the back of Mattel Speedy. That's unfortunate. Also, don't really have like the mud flaps on the Disney Store version of Speedy. You have the brown base on the Mattel version, but that is not on the Disney Store version. So both of them have their upsides, both of them have their downsides. I think they're both pretty cool in their own right. Yeah, I think that is it for Speedy. Let's go ahead and go on to Mr. Trunk Fresh. We have Steve Slick LePage. Love the look of this guy. As I said, I love those I don't even know if those are lime. That's more like a, what's it called, like lemon lime Gatorade looking color. Looks a little bit brighter on camera than it actually is in real life. Usually it's the other way around. Here he is with a regular version of Steve, who is the only one who remains exclusive to that Next Gen 4-pack. The eyes are different colors. They are way darker on the Mattel version, but they are both blue, so at least it's not a whole different color. Notice that, I think on the Disney Store version, he actually has, it might just be the lighting. Yeah, it's the lighting. I thought he had fully black, like, eyelids, whereas on, of course, the Disney Store version, or the Mattel version, it is that really, really dark green. Steve is not, he is not mostly black. He is mostly an extremely dark green, which you can kind of see in that light there. It's way easier to see in real life, as it is with most cars. The foil on the Mattel version is just not there on the Disney Store version, unfortunately, but it does give it kind of like a brighter green, another electric green kind of thing. Expression is actually not too terribly different. You have kind of like a cheeky smile and some thin looking eyes, looking kind of sleek. That spoiler there. Once again, the foil is making it look different. Rear end has basically the same design. You can see like almost some yellow and darker green, whereas on Mattel version is just that foil, which unfortunately enough, not much of his foil has really broken off. You can see a tiny little bit back by his rear wheel. I remember back when Steve first came out, a lot of people were having problems with that foil kind of like falling off, getting all damaged just by like existing. I think that's pretty much it for your regular Steve Slick LePage. So bring in the XRS Mud Racer version of Steve Slick LePage from Mattel. The expression is actually closer. You kind of have the same looking, similar looking smile. On the Mattel Steve, it's all red. I guess looking more excited and determined, similar to Speedy. Whereas on the Disney Store version, once again, it's still just more sleek. The eyes, pretty similar. Of course, not in color. They're once again that darker green. See, they were able to do the foil on the XRS car, which is interesting. Oh, I just noticed you don't have the 30. You have the 34 on the hood of the Disney Store car. No 34 on the hood of the Mattel car, so that's pretty interesting. You can see the wheels there, a lot more mud on the Mattel version. Of course, the base is different. You have a little bit of a brown like splatter on the bottom, which is pretty cool. I didn't notice that before. You don't really have that on Speedy. Have some mud splatter coming up on the sides. Don't really have that on the Disney Store version. You will once again have the color change from like the electric green to the dark gray. And that actually has some mud spray on it as well. They did a really good job with the mud spray on the Disney Store version. Pretty good job by the Disney Store. The rims actually look, yeah, the rims are a little bit more like green on the Mattel version, whereas on the Disney Store version they are a little bit more yellow. On the back, you have, once again, that same design. No mud flaps for Disney Store. As I've mentioned, the wheels and all that in the base is way more brown on Mattel than it is for the Disney Store. Have a little bit of like a green thing going on here. A green and light green, or lime green, I got a green and electric green thing going on towards like the window of Mattel Steve. Don't have that going on the Mattel Steve. I think I meant to say this is the Disney Store Steve. This is the Mattel Steve. The green is a little bit more noticeable on the XRS Mr. Steve. If you kind of compare those two, green is a little bit more seeable on the XRS version. course, XRS, one of the weirdest things Mattel, or I don't even know, it must be Pixar because both Disney Store and Mattel got it, so it's not just a Mattel exclusive thing, kind of like it was with like the endurance racers. So I guess it's a Pixar thing, maybe. Pretty weird thing to do, but hey, not too terrible of a diecast. I think that is pretty much it. Running out of things to talk about these two beautiful diecasts. Love them. We'll make some room in my XRS area to put them in. Yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. Here's a little, I guess, side by side as they're both spinning. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.